Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about the most important questions on research aptitude because research aptitude is one of the most important topics for UGC NET, SET, JRF and PhD entrance exams for various universities. In this video, I am going to discuss about the questions which have been frequently asked in various competitive exams. Let us start this video. Before starting this video, if you are new on my channel, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you can get the notification of my new videos. Let us start from the first question. Doing research requires drafting a working outline, which is before doing research, we have to draft a working outline. For working outline, we have to plan to get answer for what, why and where type of questions. Through the planning to get answer for what, why and where type of questions, we can do the research in a proper way or proper manner. Next question is, research objectives falls into several categories that include means a researcher opts various objectives for performing his or her research like exploratory, descriptive, diagnostic and experimentation research. Now the question is, diagnostic research studies is a category of research that aims to determine the frequency with which something occurs. Research is considered to be more than just a way of skills. It is a way of critical thinking about professional aspects of related to your work. Means critical thinking is mandatory for performing any type of research. Research aims for finding answer to questions. It implies a framework of philosophies using valid and reliable methods and techniques, and unbiased design. All three are included while finding answers to questions. So the correct option is all the above. In order to make the research reliable, it requires that repeatability and accuracy are provided for the quality of measurement procedures used. In order to make the research unbiased, it requires that every research must be unbiased. For making it unbiased, it requires to not conceal or highlight anything. So the correct option is there is no deliberate attempt to either to conceal or highlight something. The study population is information about. This is very simple question. The correct option is the people. In this question, you have to fill the blank. The formulation a research problem is the most part of the research journey because the quality and relevance of the project entirely depends upon it. So, the formulation a research problem is the most important part of the research journey. So, the correct option is important. Developing a researchable question would not involve deciding what statistical software to use. An image, perception or concept that is capable of measurement is called variable. Now the question is, An independent variable can be defined as change variable. In research terminology, the extraneous variable can be described as several factors operating in a real-life situation which are not measured in the study that may affect changes in the dependent variable. Now again fill in the blank. Weight in kg is a variable. It is continuous variable. Which of the following is an example of a continuous variable? Educational level, low, medium and high, it is not the continuous variable. Then age, younger than 40 years or older, it is also not the continuous variable. Then gender, male and female, it is also not the continuous variable. So the correct option is reaction time in second. It is the continuous variable. Which of the following is an example of an interval scale? Temperature in Fahrenheit. Again fill in the blank. Refers to a sample of respondents who have agreed to provide information at specified intervals over an extended period. The correct option is panel. A reasoning where we start with certain particular statements and conclude with a universal statement is called, this type of reasoning is called inductive reasoning. The sociogram technique is used to study human relations. Which one of the following methods serve to measure correlation between two variables? The correct option is coefficient of rank correlation. Questionnaire is a tool for data collection. Which of the following is the first step in starting the research process? The first step is identification of problem. After identification of problem, the researcher can start the research process. To test null hypothesis, a researcher uses ANOVA. The study in which the investigators attempt to trace an effect is known as ex post facto research. When a research problem is related to heterogeneous population, the most suitable sampling method is stratified sampling. Formulation of hypothesis may not be necessary in fact-finding historical studies.